Oh, hi, didn't see you there. I was doing some studying. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I was actually studying polymer chemical reactions so I could improve the tensile strength of my webbing. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing you. It's actually me, it's Aaron. This is another entry in the Video Unemployment Journal. This is day, I don't know, I've lost count. Second journal entry though. I had a lot of time to think about things, but thinking about grapes a lot lately. And my renewed love of ginger ale. Canada Dry. Great stuff. But trying to snack a little bit healthier, trying to watch the figure, especially, not having a full-time job right now. I'm not as active as I probably should be. It's hard to afford a gym membership when you're, when you don't actually have any real income. But this is good. I started eating a lot more grapes lately. A little bit expensive, a little bit more money than I'd really like to put out. But grapes are pretty good stuff. So this might just be me. Give me your take on it. But I'm starting to see grapes as a high risk, high reward kind of food. You get the grapes, you rinse them out, you're watching TV or whatever, eating your grapes, and then all of a sudden you hit one of those grapes that's just absolutely no bueno. That you don't. First thing you do is you look for something to throw it away in, but if you can't find anything, you'll just go ahead and tough it through and swallow it. Try to chew it as few times as possible so you don't really get the juices in your mouth. So then for the next, next few minutes, the next few grapes you're eating, you're trying to eyeball them, and damned if that one doesn't look just like the one you just put in your mouth. So then you're paranoid about what grapes you eat. But anyway, let's talk about job hunting right now. Important thing is to know what your skills are and how to market those skills. Myself, I have no skills except that I'm good with people and bourbon, especially bourbon. I do love bourbon. I can actually see a very large bottle of Maker's Mark from where I'm sitting, and that's starting to take precedence over this little video blog. Where was I? Marketable skills. I'm this guy that is pretty close to a college degree, but any entry-level field I would go into, I'd be making less than what I'd be making as a bartender. So it's hard to get motivated to go back to pump more money into a program so I can get a job making less money than I have been making the last few years. But then we're going to get into how I think the secondary education system in America is ran as a total complete scam anyway. And then this video blog is going to turn into like a 45-minute thing. You're going to leave a nasty comment, and I honestly wouldn't blame you. Instead, what we're going to talk about is good idea, bad idea. So, restaurant where I was working wasn't a standalone restaurant. I was the bartender in a restaurant that was attached to a corporate hotel. So in some job fair in the state of Michigan, somebody finds this chick who's attending the job fair, who's just graduated manager college, or hospitality, or whatever, manager college. And they decide to hire her as the co-general manager of an extremely high-volume restaurant. Now, that doesn't seem like such a bad idea until you roll it around in your head and you sort of look at the different facets of it. This girl's never worked in a restaurant before. Never actually had a job before. And she thought it was a good idea to spend 4 years of her life and $70,000 plus of her mom and dad's money to get a degree to do something that you don't need a degree to do. See, that's the kind of thing that I'm trying to avoid, is spending my money to get a degree, then all of a sudden it's like, well, I'd rather just open a bar. I'd rather make unemployment journals on the internet. Hard thing for me right now is motivation. Real hard. I think I got out of bed today about a half hour ago, and it's 7:55 p.m. No, I'm joking. I'm just not really wanting to leave the solitude of my house. It's a nice house. I guess apartment's a better term, but I have a lot of reading that I needed to get done. A lot of places I've been applying online, which I don't like that approach at all. I'd much rather go in and try to talk to somebody. But it's got to the point now that a lot of places, they want you to put an application in online, and they'll decide who they'll talk to from there. Which I'm not so much a fan of that. I'd much rather be able to have a chance to make an impression on somebody. Get that first good impression instead of their first impression of me being something that I, wrote, typed up in a few minutes on the internet. But got an email today from one of my friends checking on me, heard about my unemployment situation, advising me to stay with it. He's been, job searching for the last 2 months. That did not really do anything to lift my spirits. I'm not gonna lie. He and I have similar skill sets, similar educational backgrounds. Check the some college box. 2 months. Savings is starting to wear down pretty thin, but 2 months not being able to find a job. I'm at the point right now that I've not worked steadily probably close to a month, and I'm ready to bite my pride and start putting in applications at see if Big Lots will hire me. See if the YMCA needs a $7 an hour lifeguard. Work about 90 hours a week. Get that overtime. Get close to $10 an hour. But been exercising a little bit more, playing the Wii Fit, trying to stay away from the Xbox a little bit. Mostly because I don't have any games to play right now. I'm probably another week of unemployment from starting to sell, video game systems, digital camcorders, flat screen TVs, Dachshunds, Maine Coons. Anything I can to start making a little bit of money. But gotta keep pushing forward. What the Courage Wolf says. Oh man, I just had a great idea for how to sign these things off. Always leave on a brave and courageous message. And remember, even if you fall flat on your face, you're still moving forward. I'm Aaron Mitchell. Good night.